All right, so I wanted to show you guys quickly how I've been color grading this project. It is subjective to this project specifically. I don't color grade all of my footage like this. So there's the log image there. I add my LUT, and I'm going to come down to my curves here. This was all shot on the Sony FX9, by the way. And I'm bringing my blacks down on my curves, almost all the way to 0, just almost touching the line. And then I noticed that my reds were lifted. I don't like lifted colors. I like to clean those shadows up, and that's a great way. If you see lifted colors and you don't like it, clean those up and you'll notice it's starting to look nicer. Now, with my temperature bar, I'm bringing it back. And there's a very specific reason why I'm bringing it back for this project. I wanted to add some blues. And obviously when you add those blues, you're taking away a lot of that warm tone. So I'm going to show you how I kind of bring that warm tone back without washing the warm tone into the image really, right? So I can see some blue on his back there, or her back, I'm not sure. So I'm going to select that blue and I'm going to bring it up. Not that I need to, but I'm trying something here and I'm going to see if it works. So I'm bringing that blue up and I'm liking it. I might bring it down later, but as of right now, I kind of like it, and I think I'm going to stick with it for right now. And now I'm going to bring that warm tone back. So I grab the warm tone from his ear, or her ear, and I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. And now I'm going to show you guys this one more time, because there's something you need to watch out for. I'm going to grab that blue again. Again, this is just repeating. And when I bring it up, look at the 0 line on the scopes, and look at the red specifically. You're going to see that it starts to touch and go below 0. And then I bring it down just a little bit in the blues. I don't want to do that because it's going to make it dirty and mucky and muddy. And I don't want that grungy look. So I'm going to do the same thing with the reds. Look at the blue now on the 0 line. You see how it went there and it kind of went below, and I just bring it back down. You got to watch out for that when you're bumping colors because you don't want to muddy up your image too much. And now I'm just messing with the temperature slider again, just to kind of dial in that tone. Once I add those colors in, now I can really mess with that slider a little bit more to kind of dial in the tone perfectly between the warm and the cold. And I want to keep everything kind of natural looking. I know it's a little bit unnatural looking with that super cool tone there, which I might bring down, but as of now, I like it. And now I'm messing with the contrast, shadows, whites. When you bring the whites down too, you'll start to notice on his head there, you'll start to see more detail come together because you're bringing those whites down and the highlights as well. And now I'm bringing the shadows in to add more contrast back. But when you bring those whites and those highlights down, you start to see more detail in those highlighty areas, and it's starting to look really good. So now I'm going to turn this off completely. I think I did here. Yep. So that's the log image. Here is the original LUT that I shot with, which looked fine at the time. And here is what I did. And this is the original one that I did before I made this video right here. Very similar. So I feel like it looks good. Here I am just deleting all the stuff I just did because I like the original one a little bit better. So now let's take a look at the full-size image, which I'm going to show you guys right here. So here we go. Here is the original LUT without any corrections done the way I shot it. It looks nice. A little too warm for my liking, and then we clean it up with the modifications, and I feel like this looks a little more natural and a little more interesting.